Welcome to Rebuilding a Vintage Open Steam Launch, and this is part 38, unboxing and testing the radio control system and some more painting at the end. As you can see here, I'm unboxing this on my kitchen table because it's warmer in the house than it is currently in the workshop. And before I actually did this, I attempted to remove most of the wine stains from the part of the kitchen table where I was filming this unboxing. It's not my wine, you understand. It's my daughter's. She has a bit of a drink problem. She spills most of it on the table. This is an iconic KA6 6-channel transmitter, and the fact that KA are also my initials is purely coincidental. It's time to put some batteries in the transmitter. I'm going to use dry cells because this boat is going to be sailed very infrequently. But in case the owner of the boat wants to use rechargeable batteries, there's a convenient charge socket in the side of the transmitter. Time to switch it on and see if it works. Well, it's making a beeping noise. I wonder what this is. Are my batteries flat? But no, I have a quick look at the front panel of the transmitter and see that it has switchable modes. Mode 1 is throttle on the right, Mode 2 is throttle on the left. But to change modes, it's not just a simple case of throwing a switch. What you have to do is change the spring for the self-centering mechanism in the left and right gimbals. So the reason for beeping is simple. Because the stick is in the middle and not in the off position, it's beeping to tell me that the stick is not in the off position, which would be important if you were using this with a modern day electric car or boat or plane. So all I had to do was move the switch to the mode 2 position. It's still beeping because the throttle is at the top. If I bring the throttle down to the bottom, it stops beeping and then we're ready to go. These modern 2.4 GHz radio sets automatically bind to their own receiver. You don't need to use jumper leads and little switches. But before I can do anything with the receiver, I have to decide how to power it. In my left hand is a 6-volt commercial battery pack. In my right hand is a battery holder for dry cells, or of course rechargeable batteries. And once I connect the battery pack to the receiver as well as 3 servos, and then move the sticks on the transmitter, you can see what happens. These servos are very powerful ones, and as you can see there's a lot of torque. They even jump about on the bench. So I have the right hand stick for the rudder, the left hand stick for the throttle, and the small switch that you can see is to turn the gas off. And this part of the video is not witchcraft. This is how it works. I'm somewhere else with the transmitter, and all the servos are still moving on the table, which is a good thing. I'm a little concerned about my original plan of maybe using a dry cell pack in the boat, like I did in the last steamboat that I rebuilt. But the layout of the servos in this boat necessitated the use of a Bowden cable to operate the rudder, so I'm a little concerned that the extra friction of this long Bowden cable may require more than dry batteries to provide the current to operate the servo. In any case, there'll be one of these in the boat. This is called a volt watch and gives you a readout of how much power's in the battery. In that last clip you can't see the green light very clearly because of the bright sunlight coming through the window. What I'm doing here is connecting the dry cell pack to it, and when I switch it on you can immediately see the red light comes on which says the batteries are too low. Although they are old batteries, I'll try this again with some new ones. And now it's painting time. The reason I did the unboxing and demonstration of the radio equipment on the kitchen table is because I cannot put it in the boat as I'm about to paint it. As I used to be a musician, but I'm all right now, I thought I would compose some music especially for this painting sequence. And I was going to call it, "If I Said You Had a Beautiful Body, Would You Take Me to Court Under the Trade Descriptions Act?" But instead I called it, "Painting a Model Boat Hull Whilst It's Upside Down on the Bench in the Workshop on a Very Cold Day in April 2017. And if anyone's interested, this tune was created on my Yamaha Tyros 4 keyboard in real time, and no sequencing or double tracking whatsoever was used. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found it useful.